Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another GOYA mentorship podcast in conjunction with Landed for Success. My name again is Anil Ramcharitar, and today I have a very special guest for you to hear from. His name is Mr. Daniel Puder, and he's out of Miami, Florida. And he's a champion in all aspects of the word champion. He's a dad. I'm sure he's a brother. I'm sure he's a coach. He's a mentor. He comes from a diverse background, being a professional fighter in the WWE and MMA. And I'm going to have him share today some stuff about himself to see what we can learn from him today, because obviously he's been touching, moving, and inspiring people in their lives to become better, to do more, to generate more, to create more. So, Daniel, welcome to our interview today.
Thanks, Neil. Appreciate it, brother.
Hey, you're welcome. You've been so hard to nail down, and I know you're up to some big things and creating a lot of good stuff around the planet. And I know recently you were also at NIF, or Niagara
Yep.
International Film Festival, hanging out with Gordon and the gang. So share a little
Super
bit with
fun.
everyone around about who you are, a little bit about your background, so they get to know you. Go ahead.
Yeah, a little background. I grew up in Cupertino, California, home of Apple computers. And 19 years old, I became a pro MMA fighter. Fought professionally in Japan and in America, Costa Rica, wrestled for WWE, $1 million Tough Enough on SmackDown. Um, when I was 28, I got out of fighting, started a nonprofit called MyLife, MyPower, and then I started a school district called Foundation Academies. So super blessed to be able to really make a lot of impact in people's lives and be able to, show people what we're up to, how we transform the next generation of kids. I mean, we own private schools, and it's like, how do we educate kids properly today? How do we build the human versus just teach the human how to read a book and take a test? And so we have been building schools, and it's a blessing to be able to see how we've been transforming lives. And it starts with, I think, the individual, like figuring out what their vision is for life, what their purpose is, and what they want to accomplish, and who's in their life already, who they get to recruit, build their team, how they follow through with commitment, that sort of thing.
Interesting. So you come from a fighting, physical, hand-to-hand combat um, background to now fighting for children. And so it's two
Yes.
very diverse backgrounds. How did you get into that? Like, what led you into that arena?
When I was 16 years old, I got into a fight on the street and went to juvenile hall for the weekend.
Well, okay.
Um, that I don't recommend it to anybody. It's not a fun place to go. So if you get angry, don't go beat somebody up. And after that, I got out, and one of my buddies was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of this jujitsu MMA thing?" And I'm like, "No, what is it?" And he's like, "It looks like a lot of fun. I've been going to this class at American Kickboxing Academy in San Jose, California. Frank Shamrock is a five-time UFC champ at that point, and he's teaching this class. And it's really cool. So I showed up for a free week and really enjoyed it. And they kicked my butt. And we built a relationship, and I then cleaned a bunch of toilets and mats for them for a free membership, and built my way into the gym. And it's just a blessing. Like they gave a kid a shot that really needed to get some energy out, and it was great mentorship at that time. I had great coaches. I still talk to Javier and Frank from time to time, and it's a huge blessing.
So I guess that's how you got into working with children, is because someone gave you a chance when you were younger, and
Somebody gave,
yeah,
yeah.
and you experienced it, and I guess you want to direct and guide children so they avoid some of the pitfalls and mistakes and the pain you went through. Would you say that's correct?
Yeah, I would say that's correct.
Yeah. So with these schools now, are they actually physical buildings? Are they online? Like,
Yeah,
walk us through quickly. If someone wants to access you, how can they go about it?
yeah, you can go to foundationacademy.com. Sorry, foundationacademies.com, or you can go to Elevate, ELEV number eight school.org. Some of our schools are called Elevate, and it's They're physical locations. We also have some students online. We've
Okay.
had international students. We've had students across country. So it's we have a thing. There's a thing called a GED in America, and the GED. What we've done is we've created something like that, but it's accredited through Cognia, so you can still get into college and trade school and military and everything else. It's called the GRAD program, GRAD, and so. I'm really excited about that, how we're helping older students too, but most of those students are online, which is really cool. Um, and yeah, we're positioning ourselves with not just brick and mortar schools, but we also built a tech piece. We built, we bought some real estate. We've, really created some amazing solutions, um, for kids in our country. We'll be launching our medical company next month, because we'll be offering real healthcare to lower income students and teach them about nutrition and healthcare. So there's some really cool things where we're, going to be able to shift the environment for these kids and make sure that we can help them become more successful.
Awesome. And also, is there like a self-development aspect to your platform as well? So helping young people to rise up and to become, knowledgeable about how to run a successful business and being entrepreneurial as well. Is that all part and parcel of all that?
Yeah, for sure. We have entrepreneurship class. We have a Pokemon class. We partnered with Tony Robbins for the Unleash the Power Then,
Okay.
4-day course in November. We made it a 1 credit high school class. And then we do in every single one of our schools, we do a thing called morning motivational. So there's 30 minutes ish of like how do we get that mind right? How do we get the mind focused? And we go and support them on creating their vision and understand purpose and follow through and all these different things. So I'm really excited.
And I'm sure you get asked this as well because of your background. Is there like a segment where you actually teach these children self-defense as well? Do you have that?
Yeah, we do in one of our schools. We just launched our first sports academy. It's in the Pinecrest, South Miami-Dade area,
Okay.
and it's a full sports school. So I'm really excited about that. So we're going to be doing mixed martial arts. We're going to be doing different sports. It's not just one sport. It's funny because you just remind me something. So Art and Motion, we partnered with them, and I'm super excited to 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 see Leon, who's the owner, plus his sons what they built for they have like a couple hundred kids in their kids program. It's a travel team. Um and we want to be able to see our kids now get educated and be able to travel. A lot of schools restrict travel on days, and if you really want to become something, do sports early, do sports at the highest level, get in, get out while you're making some money, learn how to do it right while your body is, intact, and then morph that into the next career. So I think most athletes get pigeonholed into being an athlete, but they don't learn a different skill set with the same framework, as what got them to where they, what got them to where they were as a pro athlete.
Yeah, and it's interesting you mentioned that because one thing I've noticed with pro athletes is they come into their success fast and they haven't grown to own it and so, a lot of them ruin their lives. And I think as human beings, we should grow at the pace of our success,
Yep.
rather than have it come because it's with that, with knowledge and comes responsibility, and which with access to all this comes a lot of responsibility as well. So I find it's a good thing to address because it's one thing to being successful as an athlete, it's another thing to embrace that power and embrace that access. Would you agree?
For sure. Yeah, I think, I mean, if you're really good in anything, I think that, adding value to other people's lives and,
Sure.
using it for good is a really positive thing.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. So what would you say, Daniel, is missing right now, or would like to see in place? Share with the Landed for Success community, who you'd like to touch base with, reach out to, connect with that can fill some gaps, maybe help you level up with what you're currently creating. Like what's missing and needs to be in place, would you say?
Yeah, we're doing a small raise right now. We're going to be building more schools, more tech, that sort of thing. So we're doing a small raise, $2 million debt, it's 15% interest. We'll play with things if people, put enough in
Right?
or want to jump on the board. We just got a commitment for 1 million last week, so we have a call tomorrow to finish it off. So there's some cool things that um, that was actually an equity deal, not even an interest deal. So our company is going to be valued at 63 million, which is great based upon
Okay.
the buy-in. So I'm really excited about that. And then from there we have if kids ever need a space to go to or they want to do online learning, we can always tag team with parents that want to send their kids online, and we can support. We can help build them out. They can be a part of our network online and make it a win for the kids.
Yeah, and I noticed I was following you folks while you were in Niagara. I noticed you connected with Sylvia Tam and Tammy
Yeah.
Valieris with
Yep.
with their kid program. So hopefully,
Super exciting. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. A message through like 30 minutes ago. I just looked at it, so I'm really excited about that.
yeah, they're good ladies and they're doing a good work with children. So it's great to see you connected with
Yeah.
them. So in
Yeah.
conclusion, Daniel, what would you say, from your life and experiences and what you're currently up to, what could you share with the Landed for Success community as words of wisdom or maybe a couple tips you would strongly advise people, parents to follow, or even young people?
I'd say teach your kids how to learn how to learn. Number one. Number two, how to think for themselves. Number three, how to become resourceful. Um, and so, if you can do those three things, your kids, I'd say fourth one is make sure they understand how to build the human inside them. Whether it's Tony Robbins or other events, but it's working on yourself one piece at a time and learning and growing.
Fantastic. It's funny as you touched on that is learn how to learn and become resourceful and hone in your skills and all of that. It took me back because I migrated to Toronto and when I was 18 and had to fend for myself and learn to take care of myself and become resourceful. And I was by myself and I'd moved from the Caribbean to Toronto and my aunt was going to sponsor me and she changed her mind, so I was on the streets. So I had to learn really quickly, and that curse turned into a blessing to help me become who I am today. So when you said what you just said, I totally resonated with that because it took me back to when I was 18. So definitely, I would teach that as well. Those key points you just mentioned to any young person is what you just touched on. So thank you for sharing what you did. And on behalf of the Landed for Success leadership and community, I want to wish you and your team and your organization the best because I know you're making a difference for young people because they are the future of the planet. And we want to make sure they're equipped and doing amazing as they take on various roles as life comes at them. Is great to know there's people like you out there making a difference and empowering them. So thank you for sharing what you did, Daniel. And for those of you watching today, again, repeat your website. It's Elevate with an 8. So repeat that one more time.
Yep.
I think
Elevate with an eight, elevateschool.org is you can just go to that one. That's the best website to go to. Or you can check out our tech company and it's Puder.ai. It's my last name .ai.
so. PUDR.ai. Is that it?
PUDER.ai.
Okay, perfect. So thanks again, Daniel, for your time today, and I wish you lots
Yep.
of success. And we consider it a blessing that you're one of the VIP members for Landed for Success through Gordon. So, and looking forward to connecting you with some of our members that would actually like to contribute and participate with what you're up to. But you already been plugging in with NIF and a whole bunch of things, so I'm sure that's already happening for you. So thank you for your time today.